How you all doing? And welcome on in. I am the Gingerbeerdman here with your Dead by Daylight, a weekly update, which there is not too much people to talk about. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's not much out there. Though we are gonna go over some things. So stick around and stay tuned. If you're a subscriber, welcome on back. If you're brand new, I am the Gingerbeerdman, and yeah, you can kind of tell that, can't you? Let's go into the store. Eddie's live shirt for Sable Ward is now live. I got that, of course. Why wouldn't I get that? So I got that. That one is Eddie's live shirt and Eddie's live shirt for Corey Kane. I got those both. And this is Bewitched Ballista from Michaela. I believe these have already been out, because I already own them. So, yeah, I mean, they've already been out. I don't understand why they were re-put out. But yeah, they're out again. Fresh Man in a Waiting from Meg Thomas. All right, school outfit. This is the one. I viz scratch. I think I got this from a tome. Or not a tome, like a rift. I think I got it from a rift. I want to say I did. Yeah, I believe I got it from a rift. Maybe that's it. Maybe they are just putting in the rift stuff, you know, like to make more money. That's maybe what these are. That's why I own them, because I don't remember ever buying them. So, yeah, I think they're from a rift at some point. Don't forget your free gift, 250k. Get that. Let's go and check out the tome real quick. As you know, the 2v8 has been extended. Though you only get 400% blood points in the survivor pool in that mode, you only get 300%, as you see right there in front of me, in the regular 1v4. So if you want more blood points, you have to go and play the 2v8. Shrine to the Secrets. The Bloodhound from the Ray. Fresh blood marks are considerably more discernible than normal and can be tracked 4 seconds longer than normal. All Shaking Thunder. After you fall from a height, your lunge attack distance is increased by 75% for 16 seconds. This perk has a 5-second cooldown. If I'm going to be honest, these both are archery. But anyway, I would probably go Bloodhound if I had to pick between these two, because you ain't always going to fall from a great height chasing someone. That's probably very rare, unless you fall off a mountain, like one of those hillsides, or fall out of a building, or that's about it. Only 2 things. That's about it, so probably a Bloodhound out of these. Inner Focus from Hattie. You can see other survivors' scratch marks. When the killer causes another survivor to lose the health state, the killer's aurora is revealed to you for 10 seconds. And then Shoulder a Burden from Tori. Once per trial, as long as you are not on death hook, press the ability button in front of a hook survivor to unhook them. When they are unhooked, they lose 1 hook state and you gain 1 hook state. You can also scream and gain exposed status effect for 40 seconds. I would say Inner Focus is better, though, if you are a great survivor, if you can loop, you can run, you can do all that good stuff to make a killer DC, I would be the Shoulder of the Burden, because if you're good at looping and you're good at getting away from the killer, then yeah, you can take a hook state from somebody that isn't too good at looping a killer in that, and you all get out. You know what I mean? Like, you could literally take the load, I guess, because you're just better at looping than another person. I know some people, they're just good at generators, or they're good at looping, or they're just good at hiding and only doing helping out once in a while with stuff. Like I have that kind of team once in a while that does that. So it's a little bit of a mixture of everything. And that's always good to have in Dead by Daylight. You want a mixture of different players. It makes the game more fun. Though you don't want somebody who sits in the locker all day. You don't need that person. But if I had to pick between these two, I would probably go with Inner Focus for the normal, just everyday player. The Shoulder of Burden for the more veteran players that can do the looping. That's pretty much my take on those two. That is my take. Let's talk about a little bit about this quality of life. Seen a lot of hate mail about this quality of life. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't. I think it's a good thing. The game needs updated, of course. It needs fixed. You can't keep putting stuff in a broken game. Like, it needs fixed. So, what they're doing is slowly working toward knocking out all the bugs, which is a good thing. And this is what they're all doing right now. All of this is coming. I believe the first is around like April 2nd-ish. It's somewhere around there, the first week of April or something like that. Anti-slugging surrender option, the gamma settings, the go next prevention, hiding and body blocking prevention, spawn rules, map offering, and balancing, improved AFK bots for the gameplay and the quality of life is bulk blood point spending, new quest system, more perks present, and preview your perks in the lobby. I think the biggest thing out of that top one is the go next. I don't know if too many people have read about the go next a lot. It's pretty much to prevent people from like hiding and stuff like that, not helping out with generators or anything like that, hiding in a corner and not doing anything. Pretty much you log into a game, say, me, for instance. I'll use me for an example. I don't give a crap. I log in. I get the swamp. I hate the swamp. And I get Legion. I hate the Legion. Oh, God, I'm DC and I'm out of this. What? No. That's a penalty. You already know that one, right? Well, this time now, if I be like, oh, God, I just want out of this match. I'm tired of this crap. I don't want to verse this killer at all. So you run up to a hook and you just want to be put on the hook. Well, that's a penalty. You are not allowed to just run up and kill yourself. Even pointing at the hook. You can't do none of that. It's literally a penalty. Anything that involves you hurrying up and getting out of the game without helping to try to get your team out, it's pretty much a penalty now. Even the birds are against you. That's how bad it is with that go next. I could dive in deeper and deeper, but we're going to be here a long time if I had to talk about it for hours on end. But it is a good thing, but I can see it being a bad thing. And why I see a bad thing at that is because what if you're in real life got something going on? I don't know if you're an adult, I'll use an adult. I could use a kid's perspective too, but you're an adult and you got something going on in your house and you got to hurry up from the game and get up and go do something. Well, you're penalized for that. Got to go take care of your kids. Well, you're penalized for that. Well, you got to go, answer the door. Someone's at your door. Well, you're penalized for that. Kids, you got to go eat dinner. Well, you're penalized for that. Got to go to school. You're penalized. You get my hint? Like your internet goes out. Oh, you're penalized for that. Anything that happens, you're going to be penalized for because they're going to think you're trying to avoid the killer, or that's it. Like you're just trying to throw the game. Well, you're not. Something happened in real life and you're penalized for it. Life can't be stopped. Life does not be stopped. You can't tell people, you play my game, somebody's happening on the outside of the world. That's not my problem. You're penalized. I don't think that's right. But it is what it is. I know why they're doing it, because of toxic players and stuff like that. I get that. But at the end of the day, what about the people who are not being toxic and, something happens in real life and they got to get up to hurry up and do something and the killer hurry up and slugs them down and throws them on the hook? Well, you're not intentionally doing it. You got to hurry up and go do something in your house. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just my perspective on it. I think they're only looking at one side only, the toxicity side. Well, I'm just throwing the match because I don't like the killer. Well, that's just one side of things. So it is what it is. But you let me know down below what you think about that whole situation. I'm sure everyone's got a comment about that. So in July to December, now the April to June is the first phase. That is everything I already mentioned. Now, the second phase here is from July all the way to December. Now, there is DLC in all this. There is DLC all the way from April all the way to December this year, obviously. But it's all delayed by 3 weeks, sadly. So, the anti-slugging will still be going continued on for the improvements for that. The anti-tunneling, anti-camping, MMR update, which is going to be very, very, very interesting because... the MMR places you with people that supposedly are in your same league, but that isn't the case, and it still hasn't been the case for, what are we on, 8 years or something? So that's going to be interesting, and mapping key item balancing, keyboard and mouse on consoles, custom game improvements, accessibility improvements, prestige rewards, reduce the login steps. I went over all of this on last week, but I feel like it needed to be refreshed because of all the jazz going on right now about it. Now, they did say something about this perks preview. Oh boy. Let's take a deep breath for this. The perks preview update is a package of changes aimed at addressing newcomer quality of life in DBD. Our data shows that over 10% of new players never equipped a single perk, which tells us that perk awareness is a problem for new players. We're also making... Did you guys know there's a content creator that never equips one perk ever, and he's very popular? Do you know him? You should go look that up. Anyway, we're also making another change alongside this new perk system, or perk preview widget, which appears in the lobby starting with this update. When players unlock a new character, they will come with a single perk item and add-on, pre-equipped by default. This is all in service of tackling the same awareness issue for these important systems. We also want to acknowledge the request we are seeing about making perks visible across entire teams. Entire teams! What? This approach brings some risks. Lobby dodging, chat toxicity, extended queue times, etc. But this is something that is actively being discussed. That bottom better never happen. That's all I gotta say. If you can see what all survivors are running on your whole entire team, that is gonna be nothing but lobby dodging and chat toxicity. 100% going to be, because there's always someone, you know this, you live life every day. There is always someone who judges you on what you do. Always. They always judge you. So what do you think's going to happen when you run in with your 4 set perks that someone doesn't like? They're going to message you about it. They're going to say, those perks suck ass. You know you're going to get it. It's 100% going to happen. So I believe that there should not be that. You should never be able to see that. Because that's just dumb. You don't do that. That is just asking for chat toxicity and lobby dodging. It's 100% asking for it. 100%. I do not approve of that. You guys let me know down below what you think about that and what your thoughts are. I personally, like I said, I think it's garbage. I would never put that in. You're asking for toxicity. You're literally asking for it. I would never do that. Never. As you know, the month is over. We are done. You got the Iron Maiden shirts that were released and the outfits from the Rift that I just showed you. I just showed you all that. They are all out and we are done. February is in the bag. Now, I would say, woohoo, you know, there's a killer coming out next month. I don't know if he is. I don't know if he's coming out next month or not because, like I said, everything's been pushed back almost like 3 weeks. So we might not see that new killer until April. So we will see what happens. I will wait for next week for the new roadmap. I see you guys every Tuesday. We'll talk about and rant about what's going on in Dead by Daylight. And yeah, you guys, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I greatly appreciate the people that are subscribed. Thank you very much. And I will see you all next Tuesday for another Dead by Daylight update. I am out of here. Have a good rest of your day.